Do you remember this song? Or how about these popular surf tunes? Maybe you remember the songs, but draw a blank on the artists.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Ventures!
The Ventures' instrumental hits dominated the music scene in the early 60s, setting off a surf music craze. Hits like Walk, Don't Run, Pipeline, and Wipeout rock nightclubs and beaches across the nation. The Ventures soared in the 60s, selling over 65 million records worldwide. Their music survived the early 70s, but where have they been?
All through the 70s, we concentrated totally on foreign countries, and we went the entire decade without touring the States. Our success in Japan has been phenomenal. We've sold approximately 30 million records in Japan alone. We won their top writing award. They call it the Grand Prix Award. We were the only foreigners to ever win that award. And the fact that we won it 2 years in a row put us in the top 10 all-time best writers of Japanese music in Japan.
Their music came back to life here in the 80s, almost by accident, says Ventures fan club president Mike Kuhn.
A couple of years ago, a disc jockey in the Los Angeles area by the name of Rodney Bingenheimer started playing his records on this station. And he got so many calls, he said, hey, I gotta get a hold of these people, the Ventures.
Well, with a little time and patience, he found them. It wasn't long before the Ventures saw a rebirth of their music in the States and their fan club.
I got a phone call because I've been following them so long. And they asked me to start the fan club again. So here we are. I get phone calls from all over the world. I've gotten phone calls from Canada, Australia.
More recently, the Ventures' resurgence has stirred the interests of another group, the L5 Society.
The L5 Society is a group of people that strives to understand and shape our future in space as our civilization expands out into space.
To spur their movement on, the L5 Society called on the Ventures to put together a special album commemorating NASA's 25th anniversary this year.
We feel that this album may be the most important thing that's being done this year, the most important single thing done to celebrate NASA's 25th anniversary.
So why the Ventures for this album?
The Ventures are an upbeat group. They're optimistic, they're forward-looking, they don't stand still, and they don't die.
And according to Ventures fans, their music never will. Noki Edwards and Bob Vogel's wild blend of driving guitars, joined with Mel Taylor's insistent drums, still create waves of excitement in jam-packed nightclubs, filled with two kinds of audiences.
Old stalwarts who we've been following for 20, 25 years.
Well, I've been a fan of the Ventures for the past 10 years, and that's what brought me to Baltimore. I'm from the D.C. area.
I love them. They're my favorite.
All right,
Yeah, when I was in the 8th and 9th grade, this was the biggest thing ever going. Wipeout.
And then they have a new audience of teenagers who think they're a new punk group.
I'll tell you, I had no idea who the Ventures were. I thought they played reggae. I had absolutely no idea, and I was pleasantly surprised.
I think they were before my time.
New and old, all the fans agree the Ventures' resurgence is here to stay.
It's the same kind of beach music. It's just coming back. It's the same thing as the 60s. It's coming back now in the 80s. It's still great. It still lives. Good dance music.
And they're great. I love them. Every last minute of them. For the last 24 years. I love them. And I hope they go on for another 24. I love rock and roll, especially from the late 50s and early 60s. I'm a part of it from here on out, like everybody else.